Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It's wonderful to have you here again as always. I just wanted to make this quick little video before the video. If you guys could please go and share one of my videos on any of your social media, be it Instagram, Facebook, can't really think of any others, but just any of your social medias that you're currently using. Can be any video, any social media platform. I would really appreciate that. It really helps a lot to sort of get my channel and my content and my videos out there. So if you guys could go ahead and do that for me, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, and now, anyway, yeah, that's enough of that nonsense. Let's get on with the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It is wonderful to have you here again as always. Today in this video I need to get some work done on getting Ethel back out on the road to the track. Having some fun in it. I need to use it, I want to use it. So I need to button this shit up. So I've been out here already for the last hour or so doing some stuff off camera. I figured now's a good time to try and start filming and make some sort of a video out of this. What I've done is I've gone and wired up the clutch slipper valve solenoid thingy, and I've been running the car. It's a bit hot now. Just checking things like the fuel pressure sensors working, oil pressure sensors working, because I did change those over to a slightly better quality sensor, steering away from the eBay ones that were on the car before. So I was just going through that. I did notice that fuel pressure was logging at 2 bar instead of the 3.5 that it should have been at when I set it. So I don't know how accurate that sensor is. Pretty sure the calibration I've got in the sensor settings is fine. There's probably a problem with the fuel pressure reg or something. It seems to be running alright. Doesn't get lean or anything, so I'll leave that as is for now until it becomes a problem. Oil pressure's working as it was before, which is good. Temperature and everything else is working fine. So what I need to do today is I need to go and wire in these other bits and pieces and try and test the no lift to shift. I want to try and have another crack at getting that working again, as well as I've got to feed this wire here for this clutch slipper valve and then try and program that in. I need to look in the software and see if there's any parameters I can use to set that up as well. Another thing I've done off camera is I had a stripped bolt in the tail shaft center bearing carrier where the center bearing bolts up, so I had to drill out, there's a hole next to it, so I had to drill that out and put a nut on top. So I did that quickly off camera as well. And yeah, I just fired it back up before. It's good to hear it run again. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to jump in here. And what was I going to do? I need to, I don't know how I'm going to go about this. I might have to come back to you guys once I figure out where to start, really. Too much shit to do. Alright. Okay, I think I got it figured out. So I'm gonna take the car off the hoist a bit, push it back so I can get in under the dash area over there and under there, because my clutch switch is on the pedal there, and I need to be able to access the ECU wiring so I can feed this from the ECU through over to here. I also need to get into there to wire up or pin the wiring for the nitrous. That needs to get fed to the ECU. That needs to get fed to the ECU. And then the clutch switch will just be an input into the CAN expander box. So that's where I'm going to start. I'll get it down off the lift, I'll push it back a bit so I can get the door open, and we'll get down in there and try and get some wiring sorted. I hate wiring, I've been procrastinating about this for way too long now, so stick around, we'll try and get that sorted. So, I don't know if you can see this. This is the nitrous output. So this one should be pretty easy. All I got to do is crimp a butt connector, spade connector onto that, and then a pin for the ECU. Alright, so I just tapped into the 5-volt feed there. So now I've got to loop that over to my clutch switch, and then from the clutch switch back, and it'll feed in here to the CAN expander box. That is the nitrous solenoid there, and that is going to be the clutch slipper valve, and that should be it. Then I can tidy all this up, put it back in the kick panel, and start testing. Well, I'll test before I put all that back. Alright, so I'm just here, I've got the nitrous parameters up. I've got my input, so that's the activation, and then the output is the idle stepper 1A that I just wired up here. So we go over here in this software to tools, test outputs. I can actually test stepper 1A. And you can hear it over there. I'll do it again. So that's a nitrous solenoid activated and working. What I found strange though was with the key off, that this circuit must default to ground, and so it was activating the nitrous solenoid, so I'm going to have to put that on a switched ignition source. But yeah, that's that working. Now I'll get my 5-volt out. I'll send it over there. I'll get a wire for that. I'll send it over there, and we'll test that. Alright, so I'm pretty much going to have to close it off here. I'm just going to test this output once more. Okay, so that nitrous is still working. I just changed it over so that the relay was on a switched ignition source, which is going to make it interesting because if the system's full of nitrous, it's going to spray nitrous in there. So I don't know what to do about that, because as you key on the first time, you hear the solenoid turn on and turn off. I guess I'll just have to make sure to purge it before I turn the car off, I guess. I don't know. And this, I don't know how to go about working this out. This is the setup creator for the output that I'm going to try and use for the clutch slipper valve, and there is no way to set it up with my two-step input. So I can do it to VSS, but if I do it to VSS, then it's always going to be on when I stop, and I don't really want that. I want it to have some sort of other activation. I might do it by VSS and TPS, just so that way when it's at like the two-step TPS, it's usually over 80% throttle. So maybe I can do it like that. Thinking about it, I might have to. But apart from that, not too sure how else I'm going to go about it. I can't use it with my two-step switch wire that's doing it. But yeah, anyway, that's where I'm going to have to end it in this video, guys. I was going to keep going and wire in and test the I was going to go ahead and continue on and wire in the no lift to shift and test that in the same video, but I've run out of wire and I'm not sure. Well, sorry, I run out of wire and I don't really want to go and get any just yet. So I'm going to cut it off here. I've made some good progress. So that's ready to go. Nitrous is basically ready to go. I got to finish putting the shifter back in the car from the clutch slave seal and the problems that we were having. And then refit the intercooler piping, nitrous jet and all that jazz. Test the clutch slipper valve. Which I don't know, I might try and do manually to test. I don't know. Still got a few things to figure out, but it's getting there. Once I can wire up and test this no lift to shift in the next video, I'd like to take it out on the road, try and tune in the nitrous, try and test the clutch slipper valve, and test the no lift to shift. So keep an eye out for that video to come pretty soon, hopefully in a week or two. And hopefully if this lockdown doesn't go more than 3 days, I'd like to put together, if this thing's still going and working fine and I'm not having any issues that the car always seems to be having, I'm going to try and put together a cruise. So if you're in the Brisbane area, head over to the Facebook page and keep an eye on that for when I post about going and doing that. But yeah, she's getting there. She's nearly ready to go and hopefully break some hearts and egos. But for now, unleash the boost and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Is this recording? I think it's recording. Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the videos. It's wonderful to have you here again as always.